Alright guys, we're heading back here again. You guys seemed to like that last video, so again after work out here. This time it's a little later, only got about an hour to fish, but we're gonna give it a go. Try and make another video for you guys. Maybe hook a fish. Alright guys, so hopefully you saw up here ahead of me there are some fish moving around, and they seem to have gone higher up the river, so instead of chasing them around and wasting, I got maybe an hour of daylight. I'm gonna hunker down here. I got my bobber dog set up on like I had the other day, and I got a bead on here, but I'm gonna add a piece of bait. Gonna add some eggs here. These are cured up in some pro cure, actually from fish last year. I've had them in my freezer for a year, so they're not super fresh, but they do the trick. And I just have eggs, and I leave that bead on there. Some people don't like to, they fish, you know, straight eggs, but I like to fish the egg and bead combo a lot of times, because unless they're on a hot egg bite, if the fish are just on an egg bite and they want to eat eggs, then obviously I throw straight eggs. But like in an instance like this where your eggs aren't going to last a long time because of the moving water, you're probably only going to get maybe 5-6 casts out of them. So I like to run the bead on there too, because it adds to my presentation. So when at the bottom, so when my eggs fall apart and come off, my bead is still fishing and I'm still down there fishing. So if like halfway through my cast my eggs come off, I'm still down there in the strike zone fishing, and don't have to worry about rebaiting all the time. Instead of wasting eggs, you know, the whole time I'm out here, I just kind of fish with eggs, then I let my eggs fall off and I fish a bead for a little bit, and then I don't get anything on the bead, so I put a piece of eggs back on. Kind of just, you know, switch it up. Maybe switch up the type of cure. Maybe hot eggs. You know, maybe run some sweet eggs. Kind of switch it up. Put some scent on there. Really kind of switch it up and see what the fish like. And that's called real fishing, you know. You got all these people that are downriver, I can see them down there just with, you know, 6-foot leaders, 8-foot leaders, just yanking these fish. And it's like, that's not real fishing, you know. You got to come out here and figure out the fish and figure out what they're going to bite. And yeah, it's really frustrating sometimes. And a lot of times on this river, it can be really frustrating to actually figure out what these fish want. But you know, you experiment enough and you give it enough time, and you fish on the right days when the fish are in biting moods, and you know, after a little bit of a rain or colder overcast day, you know, fish will bite a little better. You gotta fish and figure that stuff out rather than just coming out here after work and snagging fish. You know, coming out here and snagging these fish, that's not real fishing. You gotta come out here and figure it out. Fish on! Oh, fish on, guys. I don't know if it's a jack or a cutthroat. It's not very big, but we got ourselves a fish here, and it looks like a nice rainbow. So this is a little future steelhead here, so I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to kneel down in the water with him, but this is a little future steelhead right here. It's a hatchery fish, and You can see how long it took me to catch this fish. I'm sure, oops, uh-oh, gonna take me for a run. I'm sure that this fish has been sitting in this hole the whole entire time, but it just took the right cast and getting the right drift to hook him. And that's what some people, there he goes. But that's what some people don't understand is sometimes the fish are there, but it just takes the right drift, you know, of getting that presentation in front of the fish and getting it in the strike zone. You know, that fish was probably there the whole time, but he just didn't, he saw it go by maybe a couple times, but it wasn't in his strike zone. That time it drifted and got him right in the strike zone, and boom, he bit it. Alright guys, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll get one soon. We're really close, and I think we're just a couple little tweaks to my gear away, you know, different scents, different baits, from actually getting a fish to bite. So this river is tough. It's tricky to actually get the fish to bite and not just snag them. So we're trying to figure it out. I think we're almost there.